Who remembers the BJ and Bill show all those years ago on WOLZ? Well, many have said they missed the show, and guess what? They're back. Welcome to the BJ and Bill podcast.
Welcome to BJ and Bill, the podcast, a part of the Podcast Playground Network. Please give us that 5-star review on your preferred podcast platform. Also, subscribe to us, check us off right there, and we will so much appreciate it. Also, follow us on Facebook, BJ and Bill, the podcast, and you can always email us, BJ and Bill, the podcast, at gmail.com. We look so forward to hearing from you, the listener.
We do?
Yeah.
We do. Anyway. Of course we do.
I open up the email now every day and I run every day. Nobody.
Nothing.
There's somebody.
I hear you. Okay, cool.
Welcome,
episode
everyone.
number?
175.
175. A nice big round number. Very nice.
I have found our sweet audience.
What do you mean?
Like everybody has a demo, right?
A demo? Yeah. You mean like in radio business? Yeah.
Yeah. I think our big hot demo, believe it or not, is men in their mid-40s.
Well, we do talk a lot about guy stuff, relationships and sports and stuff like that. So I'm not surprised. How did you figure that out, by the way?
Well, okay. I always say Brandon, my daughter's boyfriend, listens like religiously every week. He just can't wait till the new BJ and Bill podcast come out. He goes, I know you recorded on Monday, but it's coming out Wednesday. I'm ready.
Shout out to Brandon. Good. All right, cool.
And so, the other week we were talking about this 6'7" phenomena.
Oh, yes.
All these young kids. Oh my God. I have a story about that again this week, but
okay.
6'7".
Okay.
So I, texted my cousin that said, hey, we're talking about your kids and the craze of 6'7", if you want to listen. And he listened to the podcast, and then he listened to another episode. And I wonder if I can find it real quick. Cause I just need to tell you what he said. Let me see. He goes, here it goes. He listened to another podcast, another episode. Yeah. And he said, you are nuttier than a squirrel's turd. Never heard that before, but
I haven't heard that either. And I have a very, very, very Southern girlfriend, partner, whatever. And she's got so many good Southern, cliches. Cliche, wrong word. Southern, funny lines like that, and that nuttier than a squirrel. I'm going to use that on her, and she'll be impressed. That'll be great. That'll be really great. So,
hey, baby, you're nuttier than a squirrel's turd.
I love that. That's first class. It really is. I appreciate that. All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. We do appreciate it.
Yeah. So that's Josh, and he's also in his, mid 40s. Yeah, so I think that might be our sweet spot there.
After 3 years, maybe we're finding some footing here. I don't know.
Talk about the way, 6. Okay, you go. I was just going to say
going to ask you because I saw a new BJ and Bill post on Instagram last night, and I think it was just the regular episode one. And was it AI enhanced? Because I looked like me, but some of the other details were a little different.
Oh, see, AI is not going to do you identically.
No, I know that.
At least the AI I use. So yes,
right.
it was an AI Bill and BJ, but it was a modern day BJ and Bill.
Yes, it was. I mean, as far as like the hair with the gray and all of that, yes, it definitely looked the part. But I thought my nose was way too big. I'm like, I'm trying to look at my profile going, I don't know if that looks right or not. Maybe it is. I don't know.
And then I even when we do the podcast on Zoom and I look at myself, I look and I go, I am so damn old looking.
Old, yes.
And I said the same thing about that picture when I saw AI. I go, I wanted to go, AI, can you make me a little younger?
Right.
More handsome and debonair?
And I sent you a couple of the ones of me last week when there were, oh, look at that. See, there's my phone ringing now. Doggone it. All right, turn that dog thing off. All right. Yeah, a 900 number. Great. Probably somebody's trying to sell me a car warranty. What I was going to say, wait a minute, before I think of anything, let me turn this damn phone to silent here, please. All right. And you're off. Thank you. Okay. So, what was I going to say? What was I talking about again? I forgot. Oh, AI. I was doing a thing with an AI that kind of makes pictures of you, headshots, that sort of a thing, that for like if you want to use them on your social media profiles to make you look good and all that. And you upload a picture of your own face, and then it puts your own face into a couple of different things. And that's the one I showed you. You know, the one and I thought, oh, these look evil. These are like evil, Bill. and the head was too big. It had, I mean, the body, it had like a suit and a coat and a body with a suit and a sport coat and all of that stuff. And it just didn't look the part. It just didn't. I'm like, thank you, no. But so anyway, I don't know. The AI thing, it's good. It's great. It's great fun. Still got some work to do.
Yeah, I thought you were you sent me those pictures. I said, dang, he looks like the president of the United States.
I know it didn't look like a presidential portrait, but I still thought the head was too big. I thought it was, or maybe that's just me. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm playing with a lot of AI stuff. I am playing with, I mean, I'm not like your son, not yet, but I am playing with a ton of AI stuff to like write your Facebook posts and write your Instagram pages and your LinkedIn. It's great fun. It really is.
Yeah. And it just, it has made BJ Odom look so much smarter than he really is.
Well, that's what AI does. That's the whole point of it, is to give you more brain power. You just got to know what to, it's kind of like going to a restaurant. You got to know what to ask for.
Yeah, it does take, especially with pictures. And when you put two pictures together and what you exactly want, it asks way too damn many questions. It's just, give me a picture. This is Bill. This is BJ. We do a podcast. Do the damn picture.
What? Now we're getting a little into the weeds here, but what AI are you using to do that?
Chat GPT.
Chat GPT, the OG. Okay. All right. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. I'm getting into all kinds of stuff, and I can see this. I can see a business here. I can see a business opportunity for, like, if I wanted to help small businesses that don't have time to do this kind of thing, to be able to say, all right, if you want, I'll create 20 Facebook posts for you with pictures, and you just pay me a few $100 a week or a month, and I'll just send them to you, and then you can post them on your own stuff, rather than you having to worry about creating all this different content every week. I think there's a business there. I do.
All right.
Yeah, I might make a few bucks. I'm going to try. Try.
Go, Bill, go.
Thank you. Need to make some more money. I'm not as wealthy as BJ Odom.
Yeah, because we went to SeaWorld again and ate at that expensive restaurant. I'll talk more about that.
Okay.
Because I don't know if it's because we talked about it last week, but I had a few of the most bizarre things happen. Talk about, I don't know what you call it, but like, you talk about, usually you talk about something with your phone and then all of a sudden you get ads.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure.
Well, I got a story where I talked just out loud and then they started happening in real life.
Well, you've been around the spiritual woo-woo people like me and Miss Vicky for 25 years. You know that when you say something, the angels, the universe, or whatever, it's all listening. Everybody's listening to you. It's not just your electronic devices.
Well, it went berserk this past weekend.
And we will hear all about it when we come back from this quick break. Okay, we're back. BJ is talking and the universe is listening. Are you ready? Do you want to share some of these things with us? Bizarre?
What was one of the things we were talking about last week here on the podcast? All these young people doing this 6'7".
I still don't know. I still don't know what it means, but I don't think you ever will, and I think that's the point.
I think that's the point too.
Yeah.
Now, I'll get to it after I tell my little story here. But okay, so we're at SeaWorld.
Yeah. Oh, your phone rings. My
thought
phone rings.
I thought
Your
I
phone
silenced
rings.
you stupid ninny.
My phone rings. Your phone rings. The universe has no connection at all, BJ Odom. Keep telling yourself that.
Well, I just put it on silent, so
I
don't have to
did
worry
too.
about that again.
I did too.
So we go to SeaWorld and we're in and it's basically kind of built for kids. It's like a little game show
Okay.
where kids have to, do challenges and they have to answer questions about sea life.
Cool.
And it was there for a reason. I know it was, but all of a sudden the guy who's doing the show with, hundreds of kids in the audience says, "Okay, is that a 6 or a 7?" And the audience goes ballistic. 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7.
Wow.
And then all these kids are just going nuts in this place. I'm going, what the hell is going on?
Wow.
And then later in the day, we're in a restaurant at SeaWorld.
Uh-huh.
And these two little girls go by and they're doing 6, 7, 6, 7. And we go 6, 7, 6, 7 back to them. Then they start, 6, 7, 6, 7. And
It's like a code. It's like some secret code.
If you let them know you know the code, they go absolutely ballistic, Bill.
Wait, were you actually for a few seconds there? Were you actually cool, BJ Odom?
I might have been. I don't know. They're going, look at that ancient man. He was going 6, 7 with us.
Or whatever. Is cool still a thing? I think cool still works. I think for all these years, cool still works. So good for you. Good for you.
Like I said, the two little kids were doing it, and then I went, and so did Susan, and we all started at the table.
Wow.
Going 6, 7, 6, and they went, like I said, they went nuts.
It's crazy. We
then
still don't know what it means.
Yeah, and then they, my daughter's boyfriend said, "Did you guys go?" And I forget the name of the show, but ask, if they went to the show. Mm-hmm. And they said no, and I go, "Oh, well, you need to go see it. It's for kids." And then, but it was funny.
Wow.
I don't know what this. Now, here's what my daughter has said, because she teaches 2nd grade.
So she must be in the middle of it every day.
Oh, she's in the middle of it, but she says the junior high kids do it, but they've stopped doing it in school because somehow the teachers all huddled up. Okay, kids, I'm gonna inform you here if this happens in your school. So, because it's a distraction.
Yeah.
When kids are doing 6, 7, 6, 7 all day long. So the junior high children were told that means something naughty and you'll get in trouble if you do it in school.
They lied to the kids.
They lied to the kids, I think.
Just to keep order.
So it's filtered down now. So, because my daughter said, it was a big thing in her classroom too. But some of the kids who have older kids, older brothers and sisters are going, you shouldn't do that. That means something bad. So now it's like at least in school, it sounds like, at least in her school, kids aren't 6, 7 anymore because it's bad and it can get you in trouble.
I think, what do I know? It's been a long time since I've been in school and been 2, 3, 4, 7 years old, whatever. But I think if you just didn't say a thing, it would probably die out like every other fad in a few months. It'll be gone and something else. But of course, something else will come along to replace it. But I think you could just live with it for a few months and then, whatever. But that's just me. I'm not a teacher. So
it's funny though. I mean, it
is funny. It's funny in that it literally, as far as we can tell, has no meaning. None at all. It'd be like repeating something in a foreign language. Well, not even a foreign language, because that would mean something. But
who knows? Who knows? It's like the peace sign. I was going to do the other finger where you just use one, but I'll use the peace sign. But it's like that, Just
but that means something. That has meaning to it, or it did.
6, 7's got to mean something.
If somebody knows, leave it on the Facebook page. Go to BJ and Bill the podcast. Leave it on the Facebook page, or email it to us, or whatever, because we're curious.
I just
Inquiring
think
minds want to know. And if
I
you're old
think-
enough to remember where that's from, we can be friends.
I think what it is, they go, let's drive these old people crazy.
I think so.
We're gonna do something, and then they're not going to be able to figure it out, and they're going to be going, "What does this mean?" And it doesn't mean anything. We just like messing with old people.
I think that's entirely possible what it means, and I'm okay with that. That's fine, because honest to God, I'm thinking hard. Of course, I don't have kids or grandkids, and I'm walking around a college campus with, they're 18, 19, 20. I don't think I've heard it used in public. I don't think I have heard anybody actually say it to anybody else or use it. And again, I've never, I don't go to the mall. I don't go to the bar. I don't go to the bowling alley, whatever. So again, I'm living my sheltered life here in Gville. So
I'd only heard three kids that are related to me say it.
Right.
Watch them go ballistic.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, like I said, I go to SeaWorld. It's in one of the shows, and the kids went nuts. And then, of course, sitting in a restaurant, two little girls go walking by, probably to the restroom or wherever they're going.
Right.
And they're doing it. And then when I did it back to them, they just went nuts.
Have you ever tried to actually ask one of these kids, hey, what is that? I hear it everywhere. It's cool. What does it mean?
Yeah, well, maybe I should try that. But maybe Mom and Dad go, what are you trying to talk to my kid for?
They're kind of talking to everybody. I mean, that's fine.
I'm just trying to find the meaning to 6,
yeah,
7.
you look pretty harmless. Well, maybe not, but you appear to be harmless. And somebody in a restaurant in a public place, who cares? Whatever. Give it a shot next time. Next time you and Susan go over to Disney World for something, give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start going around. Like when I see kids, I'm just gonna walk by and go 6, 7, 6, 7.
Man, now we're bailing you out of jail. Now you're instigating that, but it's worth a shot. It is worth a try because again, inquiring minds want to know, and that's us. So I've heard. Okay, whatever. So anyway, you went SeaWorld again. Expensive restaurant again.
Yeah, and hey, the
boyfriend picking up the tab on this.
He did this time.
Nice.
I said, hey, let me give you some money. Nah, you bought the last few times. I'll buy this one. So
nice.
The old man just kicked back and said, okay,
I'll have bring me that second T-bone. That's like, oh, thank you. Yeah.
It was kind of a cool day because they were doing like, I guess they did. Well, I guess when you hear this, it'll be Wednesday.
Right.
So if you're hearing this on the week that it comes out, this weekend, they'll also do the same thing. They're doing free back tour, like backstage tours, kind of like taking you behind the scenes.
Cool.
So that's kind of why we went to go to some of the back scene.
I love those. I love those tours. I do. If there was a little break there, I had a knock at my door. We had maintenance in my apartment there fixing sprinkler heads. So I'm the proud owner of a couple of new sprinkler heads in my roof.
I was all excited because you said kind of a fire alarm and they wanted to know if you were going to be around or whatever. I was thinking I was going to get to see a fireman.
Or at least hear the fire alarm go off.
Yeah, that's what I was really waiting for.
Yeah, they do every couple of months, and it is loud. But yeah, okay. So anyway, we're back. We're back on track, I hope. Still got my coffee. We're all good. What else is happening?
Well, of course, we could talk a little football. I don't know if it was me or not. If it was, I apologize. I don't know. Whenever I watch a game and root for a team,
they lose.
They never seem to win.
Maybe you should. There's money to be made here. Let's face it. If there's a BJM factor that we are unaware of, next time, tonight. All right. This podcast will unfortunately come out after the game result. Well, anyway, so okay, people can do that. So as we record this, it's a Monday. There's one more wild card football game to be played. It's Monday Night Football tonight. The Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who would you like to root for, BJ Odom?
I'm definitely going to root for the Steelers.
You're definitely rooting for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to root for them big time.
So, folks, as you listen to this on Wednesday, you'll know that the Pittsburgh Steelers got beat by the Houston Texans. And all I'm saying is if this plays out, there's money to be made. Because
maybe I should try it tonight.
Yeah, I mean, get on your little, DraftKings or the Florida one that, good God, I see so many ads for now. It's crazy. The Hard Rock one in Florida for us Florida residents. And yeah, you can make a little money. Hey, just tell the universe. Like I said, this is what we do. We talk to the universe and we say, I am officially rooting for the Pittsburgh Steelers tonight in the football game. Now I'm betting on Houston. There you go.
No. And Dottie Colassa, if you're listening, I apologize.
Who?
Dottie Colassa. She's a big Pittsburgh.
Big Pittsburgh. Oh, okay. But you can honestly say that I was rooting for Pittsburgh.
Yeah. I could say I was rooting for your team.
Yes.
Sorry they lost.
I was betting money on the other team.
Although I'm thinking probably because my inner mind will be going, let's go Texas because I'm wanting Texas to beat.
Yeah. See, it really starts to go down a rabbit hole there. I know. And I don't know what to do about that. I don't understand it. So, all right. Anyway, we've made the call. We'll see what happens, whatever. But yes, unfortunately, our Jacksonville Jaguars are out of the playoffs. They got beat by the Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. It was a pretty good game. Came down to the last minute. We had a chance.
Pretty good game. It was like 6-7 all the way through. It was back and forth.
It was the 6-7 of playoff football. Okay, good.
And they even made a reference to 6-7, the commentators. And I don't know what that meant, but I heard them say that was a real 6-7.
Well, but I mean, some of these players, they're big boys. They could be 6-7 and they might announce that. And then somebody might snicker, talk about it or something. I don't know. You're right, though. I think I did hear something like that, but it doesn't matter. So anyway, so Jacksonville out. Unfortunately, like I said, we had the chance, fourth quarter, going down to the wire. Old Trevor threw an interception and it was over. So anyway, there you go. Not good.
I hate to be that, what they call it, Monday morning quarterback.
Monday morning quarterback.
But if they would only went for that field goal when they were, about a yard and a half down.
At the time, I was like, I'm okay to go for it. I was not okay with the call of having Trevor do the quarterback sneak kind of thing, and then his knee hits the ground before they crosses the goal line, and I'm like, oh, that's a killer, and it was. So, but you're right. Probably would have been better just to kick the field goal at that opportunity. So then we had that. Late last night, we had the San Francisco 49ers beating up on Justin Herbert and the San Francisco. I almost said San Diego Chargers. Used to be San Francisco Chargers, or excuse me, LA Chargers. And what was the middle game? The middle game was I forget. Oh well.
See, I wasn't even after Jacksonville lost, I was out.
I was in front of all of them all day, all the time. That's all I'm saying. That it was quite the big deal. So, yeah. So, but anyway, so no, I got that wrong. So, Patriots beat the Chargers yesterday. Yeah, I said that. I did. So, New England Patriots beat the Chargers 16-3. The Chargers were terrible. I mean, they were flat. And then early in the day, almost an upset as the LA Rams beat the Carolina Panthers. That's Carolina. It's even hard to say that the Carolina Panthers were in the playoffs, but they were, and they lost. So there you go. All right.
Well, that was good.
You were happy for that.
And I want all of the Chicago Bear fans to send me $1.
Because you were rooting for the other team, or?
Well, I really wasn't watching the game at all, but I saw the score when it was 21-3 at halftime.
Right.
And I go, oh, they are doomed.
Yeah, that was actually one of the better games of the weekend, with the Bears coming back to beat the Packers 31-27.
It was really funny. I was ready to, because my son and my grandson, big Chicago Bears fans.
Right.
The Bears. And so I was all ready to call him and, say, I'm sorry, your Bears lost. It's terrible. And then all of a sudden on Facebook, I go, what the hell? They won?
Yes, they did. So the Bears fans had this new thing. It was you've seen in Green Bay, all the fans wear their cheese heads.
Oh,
And
yeah.
in Chicago, they all had cheese grater heads. Cheese grater hats.
Yeah, that
and
was
it took
cool.
me a while to figure it out because it was just like this gray square looking thing. And it's like, oh, wait, it's a cheese grater.
But then I enjoyed also after, as they got beat,
Yep.
everybody had some people had real cheese graters with real cheese going, just
Yeah.
cheesing it up,
Cheesing it up. Yeah. I hope that wasn't real cheese because can you imagine the stadium this morning? Well, the birds would have a field day. If there were any birds left in Chicago in January, and I'm sure there were, I'm sure there are, it was like a smorgasbord of cheese.
Yeah, and then mixed with the popcorn. Oh, delicious.
Oh, delicious. So yeah, I hadn't thought of that. But yes, there was, in fact, on the post game show, the quarterback Caleb Williams who had his own cheese grater and he was going to town on it. So it was. This is why we love football. I mean, this is it. I mean, it's like, just personalities and interesting play stuff. Crazy things happen. It's a new thing. A new crazy thing happens every week that it's like never seen that before. They've been playing football for 100 years. Never seen that before. Cool. Love it. Anyway, there you go. So you're out. You told me that the other day on a text message. You don't care now until the Super Bowl comes around.
Yeah, I'll watch the Super Bowl, but I probably, the wife and I, we like to watch movies. We're big
he sent
movie.
me, literally, folks, he sends me another screenshot of him watching the Hallmark Channel. Literally, a picture of his TV with the little Hallmark logo. Good for you, BJ Odom. Turned in your man card years ago.
Well, we were watching the night before's episode that we missed. So it was good, but yeah, I had to send it to Bill because he goes, I'm done with football until the Super Bowl. And so I said, I got to send him what we're watching here. It's not a damn football game.
The man card, like I said, your man card has been gone for some time now. And I don't know what to tell you. So good luck with that. Good luck.
Well, let me just tell you, my testicles are so deep into my wife's pocketbook that you'll never see them again.
Okay. All right.
At least I can admit that.
Well, yeah. I mean, I get it. If you're at least you're being a man about admitting that you're not a man anymore. Okay, good.
I try to take them out. I try to get them out of there just once in a while, but it doesn't work. No matter how hard I try.
Well, you're going around yelling 6'7" with little kids, so I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how any of that works. But apparently it's, yeah. Okay, never mind.
Well, if you read my memoir, More Parts Than a Chicken Nugget, you'll find out because I was a sickly child, I hung out with the girls. I played with Barbie dolls and easy bake ovens. That should tell everyone anything they need to know.
Pretty much tells you everything you need to know about BJ's upbringing as a quote unquote boy to man. By the way, if you haven't done it yet, get your butt over to Amazon.com and buy yourself a copy of More Parts Than a Chicken Nugget. Still on sale. Even, it's a little late for a Christmas gift, but if you forgot or whatever, it's still there. It's still available. There you go.
People are slowly still finding it. It's tapered off, but I'm getting a few sales here and there.
I know your son had big plans for marketing and advertising. Are you spending any money or any effort on marketing and advertising?
Well, let's just say this.
I will say, by the way, I do see it on Instagram. So yeah, there you go.
I still advertise. I don't advertise, but I do a lot of posts on it, right. Every now and again.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of slow up here for a little while and then hit it again. But,
okay.
like I'm that's why I'm on the fence about advertising.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now because I bought a little advertising, and now if you look at my books, which I really have crappy books, but my bookkeeping books show right now I'm pretty well even. I haven't lost any money on this project. Haven't really made any money on this project. I'm about at the break even point.
Okay, that's a good thing.
I'm gonna just, I'm not, because I buy like Facebook ads every once in a while. I did a few, and I didn't really see the needle move.
Okay.
I'm going to concentrate more on trying to grab some TV interviews, radio interviews, but those are coming in slowly but surely, but not as thick as I'd like them.
You're reaching out to other podcasters and stuff like
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, no, that's good. That's all good. I mean, I agree. I don't think there's any, I don't know. Advertising on Facebook, good God, that's all it is. It seems to me. And I'm back a little bit on Facebook. I was completely off of it for a year there. So, and I'm a little bit back to it now. My lady friend is a big, she has a lot of friends, and they chat and send messages. So I, occasionally will check in and see what's going on, but it looks like 90% ads to me anyway. So, I'm not impressed.
Well, we got to take another break. And when we come back, I'm very sad and I'm very disappointed.
Uh-oh.
And I'll tell everyone why after the break.
Welcome back. This is BJ and Bill, the podcast. I'm Bill Stevens. That's BJ Odom. As always, if you are enjoying this podcast, we would love to hear from you, mostly in the form of a 5-star review, wherever you get your podcasts. If you're on Apple or Spotify, iHeartMusic, YouTube, radio, YouTube, it doesn't matter. Whatever, wherever you're hearing this podcast, you can leave a review. And the better, the better. So there you go. And if you'd like to get in touch, as we said, if you want to drop your 6-7 story, you can do so on the Facebook page. Just do a search for BJ and Bill, the podcast on Facebook, and you will find it. And if you would really like to get in touch, BJ says he's checking the email inbox every day now. Don't leave it lonely for him. BJ and Bill, the podcast at gmail.com. There you go.
Yeah. Love letters, hate mail, whatever.
Doesn't
whatever.
matter.
Just send your mail.
We love them all. We really do. All right. So you what'd you say? You're disappointed? What now?
I'm very, very sad and disappointed.
Sad and disappointed. What's
now,
up?
I know you, Bill Stevens. You were watching football last night.
All day and night.
I was watching the Golden Globes.
That's an awards show. And here's how little I know. This one is for Golden Globes is for what?
It's for like motion pictures and television.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And they had a new category this year.
Oh boy. I'll bet I'm not going to like it.
No, you're going to like it, but you're going to be sad when you hear the results.
Okay, go for it.
They have a new category now on the Golden Globe Awards for podcasting.
Really?
Yes.
I already know we didn't win, so I'm already sad and disappointed.
That's what I'm going. Why didn't anybody tell me? Why were we nominated? What the hell happened?
So did they just automatically just give it to Joe Rogan? And
no, they gave it to, was it Amy Poehler, I believe.
Really? Amy?
I guess.
I know. Yeah. She and Tina Fey.
Yeah. So yeah, it went to her.
Wow.
I'm like, I go, we got snubbed by the Golden Globes.
Well,
BJ and Bill were snubbed.
Well, the fact of the matter is there's probably 10 million podcasts out there. So yeah, I can imagine that this is probably, if they didn't find us, it's like, oh boy. Well, all right. So maybe we should start our promotional campaign right now for next year.
I think so. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. How do we do
Because
that?
it's really funny though when they, because they always say the nominees,
Yeah.
and every one of the podcasts were from, and I don't think Joe Rogan was even in the mix.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Finish the story because I know what you're going to say and I'm going to be PO'd about it. Go ahead.
They're all stars.
Yeah.
They're,
Great.
no BJ and Bill,
No regular
nobody.
folks.
Yeah,
All celebrities who decided, gee, this podcast thing looks pretty cool. Let's try that. And because you're a name, you're a somebody, a once or current star, all of a sudden you're popular. You have a popular podcast. Yeah, cheeses me off. I get it. I do. But what are you going to do?
Well, I'll just get the cheese grater out if that cheese.
Get the cheese. Little callback there. Get the cheese grater out. I love that. Honestly, that's one of the reasons that I love our podcast. I enjoy it. We have a good time, but just like the old radio show, we're basically just doing it for us. And if somebody comes along and if somebody listens to it and enjoys it, that's great. But, I have no illusions. I have no illusions that this show will ever turn into Joe Rogan's podcast, whatever. And he gets presidents and Elon and, big people on to talk about important things, and they talk for 3 hours, and okay, good for you. Not my style, but
yeah. So I didn't even know it was going to happen. I'm like I said,
right?
I'm just watching the Golden Globes because, it's on, and I kind of like,
nothing on the Hallmark Channel at the moment?
Well, there was, but it's a series that I don't really watch because on Sunday nights they have a few series and that I don't watch that one that happened to be on it. And plus I started out because it was kind of good. Hollywood Tonight or one of those magazine type,
right?
Talk shows or whatever. Right. They did the carpet,
red
people
carpet.
coming on the red carpet. So that was it's kind of always fun to listen to. I enjoy that. I enjoyed it much better than two teams playing football that I could care less about, which I could really care less about the Stars that won the Golden Globes.
I can't tell you yes, I think I can tell you the last movie I saw in a movie theater, and it was Dune 2, which is out on TV now because we just watched it the other night. But that was probably 18 months ago, maybe more.
I think the last movie I saw in a movie theater was Gone with the Wind.
1939. I knew you were old, but come on, man. I get it. So
I do remember this.
What's that?
And I don't know, maybe my mother knew that it was not the best movie for a child to see. But my mother took me to see, when I was a little itty bitty tight, Valley of the Dolls.
What?
And I remember, but wait, let me there's more.
Okay.
As it started to get juicy, which I didn't understand any of the juiciness anyway,
right?
Being a small child, she brought toys or something. So I remember I was on the floor.
Okay. She wanted to see it. She wanted to see it.
Yeah. So
she wanted to see it.
All I really remember about the movie was being on the floor playing with toys while my mother and probably one of her friends were going, oh.
Yeah, so she wanted to see it. You just happened to come along for the ride because she couldn't find a babysitter or something.
Probably
like
it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I got that. That makes good sense. All right, I'm glad. Because a mom to take a kid to see that movie would have been, I mean, if you have to really be of our vintage to remember that was kind of one of the first, like,
racing
spicy
movies.
kind of movies. Yeah.
I saw it years later and I go, oh my God, I should have watched this one.
That might have turned things around for you. Now, I will say that we're talking that we'd like here at Bill Stevens' house. We want to go see the next Avatar movie, the third one, in the theater. So that's on the list. And it's a short list. In fact, it's the only one on the list to see that we want to see in a movie theater. So I haven't. Lady Friend Mary has seen the second one. I have not. So I think we'll find it on Amazon or some streamings. And even if I got to pay $3 or $4 to stream it, I'll watch it, the second one. And then I can go to the third one and be all caught up. If there's any story to be caught up with, I don't know that, but I do want to see do want to make sure I've seen them all in order, because everybody saw the first one. I haven't seen the second one, and now the third one's out. I want to go see that too. So I'll let you know.
It is a cool. I don't know if I want to say. I guess it's a cool movie. Yeah, it's a cool movie, but the graphics and all the special effects,
unbelievable.
Yeah.
So have you seen the second one or the third one or both?
I've seen one of them. I don't know which one I've seen.
Okay, great. One.
It wasn't on the Hallmark Channel.
No.
And so I missed it.
Definitely.
Like the creatures don't fall in love anywhere in them. Not even at the very end. They go,
yeah,
and
then they fly off.
and then they, tongue each other and
then
kiss.
They fly off.
Yeah.
Okay. Hallmark Channel. I am at this point. I am 95% sure, if not more, that they just feed a couple of character names into some AI, and it churns out the script for the movie in like 30 seconds. And it's like, oh, okay, good. Let's do this one. I'm sure there's such a formula that they probably.
I can already tell you the formula.
Human writers are not even needed anymore.
I can tell you the formula.
Of course, it's boy meets girl, boy loses girl, boy finds girl again, and everybody loves each other at the end. Yeah. Or some variation of that, right?
Yeah, it's all variation. It's all, they either go back to their hometown, they're a big city slicker, and they go back to their little small town, and their boyfriend in high school, is single, and he hasn't lost his love for it's all the same.
It's all the same. It's all the same.
Sometimes it's the guy that comes back to the small town.
Right.
Sometimes it's the girl that comes back to the small town. What's really funny though, now we're to the point where the Hallmark movie comes on and like some girl will bump into a guy and spill coffee or something on him.
Oh yeah.
You go, you wait, they're going to be together at the end of the movie. They're going to, and you know what? I'm right. 99.9% of the time.
Of course you are. Of course you are. Yeah, no, that's not there's nothing surprising about that. Nothing. At the beginning of, there's a very good, it's a wonderful Broadway musical. And I saw it in Fort Myers when we had tickets to the Broadway series at Edison College, called Aida. And it's written by Tim Rice, the music, who does all the big musicals on Broadway, like Phantom of the Opera and everything. And with the lyrics and music, a lot of by Elton John. It's Aida, it's called. And one of the first lines of the whole show is, every story is a love story.
Oh yeah, I've heard that too about Broadway, yeah.
Yes. And basically that's the Hallmark Channel in a nutshell.
The only
you got to
thing
figure out how it works, that's all.
I went to Les Miserables, I think is the name of it.
Les Miserables. Yep.
And I watched the whole thing. That was at the Broadway Palm Theater.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what the hell is going on? What? And they said, oh, it was a love movie. It was a love story. You didn't get it? And I go, I saw no love story there whatsoever.
They're one way or another, every story is a love story. One way or another. Yeah.
And that's what they told me about that movie. And I mean that play. And I go, I didn't figure it out. Now,
Avatar is a love story.
Now, let me tell you, Avatar, I maybe have not seen the movies, but I've seen one of them because we did watch one of them.
Right.
But I have been on the Avatar ride at Disney, so I will let you know that. That's a cool ride.
Did you fall in love?
I did.
Of course. Good for you.
I fell in love with the creature that I was riding.
Okay, cool. Good for you. I have no idea where we're going with this, but every story is a love. And movies, TV, Hallmark. The Hallmark Channel makes their living off of that. So there you go. So you got it. Do they ever on the Hallmark Channel? Do they ever do anything like weird, strange? I don't know. like sci-fi kind of a thing, like aliens or time travel or anything like that? Just spice it up
Yeah,
sometimes.
every once in a while they'll do something that's kind of
Really?
out there, like a time travel thing. I've seen a few of those.
Right.
Um, yeah, I saw one that I really, truly, really loved.
Uh-oh.
And so every time the two would do something, well, how it started out is like, the a couple fall, have coffee. That's
Of
the
course.
big one,
Of
and
course.
they spill it on each other.
Of course.
But the two main characters that actually fell in love at the end, they go, "Oh, good thing that wasn't us. We'd fall in love with each other." And all these things kept happening through the movie, and they'd go, "Oh, good thing that wasn't us." If you like a Hallmark movie, we would fall in love with each other, and all these strange things happen to other people. And then at the end, of course,
they
they
did.
fell in love with each other.
Oh,
But
so they go
all
through
the
life
stuff-
witnessing things happening?
yeah, and they go, "Oh, good thing that wasn't us." If you ever watch a Hallmark movie, we would fall in love.
No, they're kind of playing on they're playing on their own system there. I love that. Yeah. Actually, go ahead.
I think one time their hands slightly touch, and they go, "Oh, that's kind of like what happens on a Hallmark movie. We better not fall in love. I'm not gonna fall in love." And the whole movie was that. So it was. If you were a Hallmark fan, it was cute.
It was cute. Okay. Okay. And actually, now that I think about it, at the end of Aida as well, because the whole thing is basically like ancient Egypt and like some, Egyptian queen and some Roman soldier or so. It's been 20 years since I've seen it, so forgive me if I'm misquoting. And at the end, that same couple is in the museum in New York looking at the artifacts from that time, and they see each other again, and you go, "Oh," but it just ends right there. It's like, and that's super cool. That was super cool. So anyway, but yes, it's whatever.
I'll admit it on this podcast.
I
like a good rom-com.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I get it. I mean, how many Jennifer Aniston movies can you watch? Come on.
Oh, I think I don't know. I'm trying to think. I love the Millers. Have you seen the Millers?
The Millers? No.
That's and that's a Jennifer Aniston movie.
Okay. I just threw that name out there because it's like she kind of is synonymous with that for me, but I couldn't tell you for sure.
What it was is a cheap, drug dealer that really was kind of cheap, got all of his money stolen that he was supposed to give to the guy that he bought the stuff. And he had to go do a big heist or big, drug deal.
Okay.
And so they go as a family. I don't know. It's just like a mismatch of people.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Now that you say that, I saw the, trailer for it. That's about it. So, okay. Well, I'll keep my eyes open. Maybe if it's on Amazon Prime, I can watch it. That's good enough. So there you go.
You're saying, if it's not football, I'm not going to watch.
Not this time of year. Not this time of year. You got, as we record this, we again recording on a Monday. Today is day 5 of what's like the biggest weekend in football. Thursday night, you had a college playoff. Friday night, you had a college playoff. Saturday, you had 2 NFL playoffs. Sunday, you had 3 NFL playoffs. Tonight, you have one last one. BJ Odom rooting for the Pittsburgh Steelers, by the way. And that, like, 5 days. My butt impression in that couch is permanent at this point.
The red zone wasn't even on. I was very disappointed.
Yeah, no red zone now. Well, because you could watch the games all for free, and they were all, they weren't competing with each other, so which is good.
Now, I will admit this: the Chicago Bears, which I did not watch, but I did not know they were on Amazon Prime.
One of the games was on Prime. Yes, you're right. It was the Chicago game that was on Prime, and yeah. It's funny. We've talked about this on the podcast before, but I saw a post of exactly the same thing on Twitter, on X last night, of somebody. He says, "This is the letter my grandfather wrote to, I don't know, to who's the commissioner of the NFL. I forget. Anyway, he wrote to the NFL office and basically laid out the same complaint that I mentioned a few weeks ago, and that is, great, NFL, you're making a ton of money. Good for you. You are putting your product on so many different stream services and networks and everything. We can't afford to watch it anymore. We can't, I can't afford the NFL Network and Red Zone and Amazon and Paramount Network. Some of these games that are on networks you'll never see. And so it was the same case that we had talked about.
But that's why, if you are really that big a football fan, you need to get not the Red Zone, but
Sunday
the NFL
ticket.
the Sunday ticket. It gets every football game.
Yeah,
that's out there.
And again, I could be serious about that come next season. Thankfully, don't have to worry about it this season. I could be really serious about that next season, because trying to find all these games on all these different networks and everything like that, it's a pain. It's just too expensive. I don't want all these other services. I'm not, going to have be nickel and dime to death by Paramount Network, NFL Network, ESPN Plus, blah, 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 blah. Enough already. I'll watch the games that are available. Now, Amazon Prime, speaking of which, now that Amazon is done with football, guess what? They're going to have basketball during the week as well.
And they're also, I remember last year they had some, and that's what I said, the same thing that's happening in NASCAR. That's getting like
everywhere.
It's too hard to find each week.
Yes.
And even when a company has it, it might be on the app one week. It might be on it. Like, okay, so I think it's NBC. I could be wrong on this, but I think it's NBC or Fox. One of the two also own the CW. So when they're doing the racing, sometimes the races are on the CW, and sometimes it's either Fox or NBC. I forget which way it was.
Yes.
And so it's like, well, where's it going to be?
Right.
If you don't use the app, the NASCAR app to tell you where you can, get the game or the race, you don't know. And it's frustrating.
I hear you, Grandpa.
For fans, it's frustrating.
Here's where it's going to go. And we have to drag the cable companies and all these networks kicking and screaming into the future, but it has to be done. It's like, I'm not subscribing to your stupid network to watch one stupid basketball game on a random Wednesday night, but I'll pay $1 to watch that game that night, that whatever. I'll pay $1 to watch your football game on whatever network, wherever it is. I'll pay $1 to watch whatever Hallmark movie I choose. And over the month, it's going to add up to $100 because I've watched 100 different things. Some are more, some are less. The super popular stuff, yeah, it's going to cost you $10 to watch the Super Bowl. Okay, maybe that's what I have to pay. Maybe football games are $2. Maybe the rerun of Gilligan's Island is 5 cents. Doesn't matter. Add it up. Tell me what my bill is at the end of the month. You figure it out. You divide the money up to where it goes. They have things called computers now. You can figure that stuff out. Rant over. Rant over.
Now, I will say again, and I've said it earlier on not this podcast, but on the podcast in past weeks.
Yeah.
I love Spectrum, our cable company.
Well, sure. You get a lot of perks.
But you also, let's just say you don't live in our neighborhood, because ours is, with our HOA.
Right.
But let's say you live down the road. You get the same perks that we get here now, because I've seen the commercials. Get Spectrum TV, and you also get HBO Max. You also get Netflix. I mean, they give you all of the streaming services with, when you sign up.
I was going to say, they don't give you anything. You're paying for it.
Oh, yeah, you're paying
it's all bundled. I get it.
Yeah, it's a giant bundle. And the only thing we don't get with it is Prime, but I'm a Prime member, so
right.
I think probably everybody in the universe gets Prime. I might be wrong, but there's very few people that don't. I got a feeling.
I would agree with that. They're probably one of the more successful, streaming services out there. I mean, because they have so much good. They have a lot of good stuff. I'll give them credit. They do their own movies. They have a lot of good shows. I'm watching a couple of new, brand new series on Prime right now. I didn't cancel. I put my YouTube TV subscription on a 90-day hold, and that's coming up. I got to make a decision on soon. I did go with the Sling TV. That's an interesting way to do it because Sling doesn't stream ESPN, but when ESPN has a game on, that game is on Sling. And then when the game's over, boop, it's done. It's disappears. And so they stream the stuff, the content, but not 24/7 or whatever. So it's kind of weird. But at the same time, it also has a good catalog. Like we watched Dune 2 on TNT's streaming service, which was included in my Sling subscription. See, this gets so confusing so fast. And it's like, guys, I will pay to watch what I want to watch. You figure out who to pay for. Just tell me how much, and then I can make a good decision. But to say I got to pay $20 a month for HBO just because I want to watch Game of Thrones.
One thing.
Yeah, not so good. Figure it out. Get to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sons of a bitches. Get to work.
Yeah. Call me back. I'm here. I'm waiting on the call. Good show, BJ, and we're coming out of the end of the hour. Anything else besides the fact that we're now cheering? Check us on this, because when the show comes out Wednesday, check us on this. That BJ officially rooted for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and so we're pretty much guaranteeing a loss. But you won't know this until Wednesday, so it all works out.
I still think, because in the back of my mind, I'm doing this for them to lose. I still think I'll end up getting right up the rectum on this one, because it'll know. My subconscious will say, I know what you're trying to do here, you bastard. So you know what? I'm gonna let the Steelers win.
We used to think of that back when we were in college, Cleveland Browns fans, and we used to think, how much would you pay for a Browns win? I'll pay $10 for the Browns to win. Okay, I'm betting $10 on the other team to beat the Browns. The Browns win. I've paid $10 for a Browns win. If I had to suffer for another loss, at least I got paid for it. So your mind can really F with you in just hundreds of ways.
We can discuss this like next week, but I'm being so disappointed in life, because I used to be able to turn to sports, and to cheer me up a little bit, because the news was so depressing.
Yeah.
But now with betting and everything else, this is for another day, because it's too long a topic. But I'm beginning to believe that the sports world and the political world are both so corrupt that you can't rely on any of them to give you the truth.
Good information. You're right. That's a whole nother hour for a whole nother time. Make a note of that. Maybe we dig into that next week. But I agree with you. I do. It's like the whole world is just another episode of the X-Files out there. It really is. It's like somewhere there's the smoking man, in the X-Files, there was that guy that always had the cigarette in his hand, and he looked like some evil genius. I think that somewhere there's just a whole room full of those guys running the whole planet, and we're just pawns on the end of the string. Yep. So. Wow, what a great way to end a show, PJ. What a great way.
Debbie Downer here.
Debbie Downer. All right, what's on the Hallmark Channel tonight?
Reruns.
Another love story, I know.
Yeah, it's Saturday night's the new one, and then during the holidays, it's all Christmas all the time.
Of course.
And they do it in July too. So you can watch Christmas movies in July on the Hallmark Channel.
Real live Christmas movies, snow and all that, not just Christmas in July.
No, it's real snow. I mean, it's a fake snow, because
hello.
Because it's like it's foreign snow, and you're going, why aren't these people like, when you breathe, the steam or whatever comes out, and it's like, that's not there. It must not be that cold, even though it's pouring down snow. And
I see.
Yeah, it's like you lie. See, they even lie. Everybody lies to us nowadays. Eli lies to us.
Those are funny commercials. Anybody? Those are we're talking about the Eli Manning and Danny DeVito commercials for the Jimmy John's, not Jimmy John's, for the other sub place.
Yeah, Jimmy John. Yeah,
Yeah,
Jimmy
is it whatever? And he goes, Dan Eli tells Danny DeVito, anybody ever tell you you're vindictive? And he goes, oh, all the time. All right, BJ, that's going to do it for another exciting week. But we had a good show, even though it was interrupted by my apartment maintenance guys and all kinds of crazy telephones ringing and stuff. If you don't hear any of that in the finished product, that's because yours truly is editing it all out. So there you go. Right. Have a great week, everybody. Anything else, Mr. Odom?
Not from me.
Have a great week. We'll see you next week. Until then, just up to BJ Odom to say,
See ya.
I'll take a ride back in time when the airways were golden and the DJs shine. 2 mics, 2 guys, and a whole lot of laughs. Living like legends, bringing stories back. No script, no rules, just telling it all. From theme park tales to a pickleball call. If you love a good yarn and a joke or two, BJ and Bill got the show for